What's going on, people? I want to make sure everything's on the up and up here. Mike's good. Yeah. Okay. Looks like we're good here. Yeah, we're good here. All right, folks. We're back. Live and in color. We're going to have a good time if we can. Again, I've dropped a link on the podcast Facebook page. So again, I guess let's start the show, eh? Let's start the show. Come on, let's go. What's going on, people? It's me. It's the BEAST. Back again. The Unleashed podcast. It's been a minute. Life's been pretty busy, pretty hectic at the same time. Pretty stressful, too. I mean, I could tell you some stories, but we're not going to go there right away. If you guys can hear me, that's great. Let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If you can't, just tell me what I need to do and I'll help you out there. All right. All right. So yeah. Shoot. It's been a hot minute. It is what? The 20th of September. It's starting to get chilly now. It's about 16 degrees Celsius here in Winnipeg. And yeah, it's been a hot minute. A lot of things going on. I've been off work due to a knee injury in the process, and that was unexpected, the length of time off, but I didn't realize how bad the injury was. So I've taken the time to take a break and chill and let it heal. And the moment you think it's 100% ready to go, you take a weird step. This is how knees work, but you take that weird step and then you're back to square one on the recovery train. So hopefully we can get this to 100%. I have ordered a brand new knee brace for myself so I can actually go to work on some light duties and I get back to normality. That's how it is. But again, the world has not been normal in a hot minute. I mean, there's been a lot of things going on. I think the last thing we talked about was the Amber Heard case and whatnot. But I mean, things have gone, things have blown up. For instance, the world, as we know it, has shown or reared its ugly head. Actually, you know what? I have a little bit of a gripe, though. I have a gripe. And here's the thing. I don't think I said this on my stream a while ago, but the most deadliest weapon in the world, to me, in my opinion, is social media. Social media is the deadliest weapon in the world. It can make, it can break, and as great as it is, and gives you that high, it can put you down in the low real quick. It can be weaponized against you. It can set you up. It can take your money away, take your job away, take your family. Social media can do a whole bunch of shit to you that you're not ready for, whether you want the spotlight or not. If someone uses that tool the wrong way, they can destroy your life. And I realized recently that people, I can even include myself included. I used to be like this, and now I really don't care. But when I used to post stuff, well, first of all, posting stuff on social media is for a reason. Don't let anybody tell you different. Posting stuff is to get a reaction, plain and simple, right? If you post something on social media, you want someone to react. You want someone to give you a reaction that you want. So when you don't get that response, you almost turn that person to enemy, like public enemy number one. I remember somebody at work posted something about their relationship, and it was all great, and I've already congratulated them on their relationship and all, and it was cool. Um, However, they posted something, and as a joke, because they spelt it, there was about some bad grammar in the post that they made, and I made a joke about it. And then at the same time, me joking about the post, I was joking on myself because I spelt the word grammar wrong and it had horrible punctuation and everything. And that person just took it to the next level and said, "Oh, takes it. There's always one of those. I mean, one of what? Who am I? Me making a joke because you don't get the response you get. You deserve. You want to call them out and put them on blast because they didn't share in the joy like everybody else did and wanted to, kiss your ass. Okay, but you posted it on there. You made the mistake. I made a joke, and now because you didn't like it, well, all of a sudden the person is on the other end of your stick that's a shithead. No, man, it's so dumb. That's why I don't post a lot of things. I don't. I hardly. I mean, like I said, for the longest time, I've been dealing with some issues in my head, and I don't interact as I used to do. I'm keep to myself, and it's hard sometimes because I'm a very social person, and being a social person, you love to check up on people, see how they're doing, see how they're feeling, what they're up to, all that stuff I used to do, and I really wasn't doing it anymore because why? Because I can tell you right now that I don't think anybody from my work has asked to see how I am right now. And I've been away from work. Sorry, that's not true. 2 people I think have asked about how I am or how I'm doing. Right? How I'm doing during this time I've been off. So let me see if I can just getting people to check into the site, new people here. And I'm like, you know what? I used to put a lot of effort into trying to figure out and see how people are doing. And I kind of woke up one day, I'm like, why do I do it? Well, when's the last person someone messaged me and said, hey, how you doing? Actually, up until I posted something online is when somebody asked how I was doing. And I said, I'm not doing great, but you can put a smile on your face and everybody will be like, won't be the wiser. So, but again, it is what it is. And I've noticed again through social media, I'm not the only one that's going through that. And mostly men. Again, I'm not trying to make this a gender situation or a gender podcast, but mostly men hide how they're feeling on a regular basis just because they're taught to be strong and not show any crap. Like, okay, but again, men have their weak points. You know what I mean? People have issues that they have to deal with. Some is loneliness, some is health in terms of mental health or actual physical health. Some is their job, they're not happy at their job. Some are hard taking care of kids or there's so much things that men deal with on a regular basis, and people don't realize that there's a lot of weight on men's shoulders. And again, I'm not trying to make this a men are dealing with things and women. There's a lot of women that go through a lot of crap too. All right, it's 100%. That's what has been on my feed on TikToks and Facebooks and so forth, and the Instagrams that men are dealing with a whole bunch of crap, and they're now allowing their feelings to be heard or seen, and it's shocking how much men actually feel the same way, and women. There's a lot of women that support this whole big movement. I don't know if it's called the anti-feminist movement, but that's what's running around in the world right now. That's why they they kind of canceled Andrew Tate. Well, mind you, Andrew Tate was a very, very I don't know what the word, cocky. No, I might be cocky, but his delivery of what he was saying was harsh, and I understand why he got canceled. But at the same time, some of the things he said weren't wrong. Like, there was facts that he was putting out there. It's just his delivery was horrible, and made him look ugly. Right, made you look ugly. You might have the right information, but how you presented it makes you look ugly, and that's why people won't, listen to you. If you can put it in a way that what you're saying makes sense to the person, to the audience you're talking to, then yeah, people will tune in. Maybe people will say, you know what, you're right, or I never thought about it this way. But no, the way he delivered stuff on these shows, on his on social media, made him look ugly, and that doesn't last. You get canceled in a heartbeat, and that's what happens. He got canceled, not only from Facebook but from Instagram. I mean, no one wants to deal with him. Again, there's a lot of people who agree with what he says, sure, but are you going to deliver it that way? So you just, I mean, he lost. I wouldn't say he lost everything. I mean, he probably is. He's well off for himself based on how he presents himself and how he carries himself. He's probably well off, but what now? You're not the talk. You're not the talk of the talk right now. You're just a guy. As much as you want to get back in the limelight or get back into telling people how to do on a private sector or whatever, but again, the world has already deemed you replaceable or irrelevant based on your actions and how you spoke. And that's how it is. I mean, everybody can have a podcast. I have a podcast. If I am here sitting and shitting on everybody that's on my show, or shitting on topics that that might mean something to people, I won't grow. That's how it is. Now, again, the flip side of the coin is that everybody has that audience, right? He had a huge following. Excuse me. He had a huge following, and I guess, he will definitely reach out, or people will try to find him and get his answers. Might be a bit hard now because, again, the main ways to find him is not available to him. It is what it is. That's what happens. So just, I mean, if you have a point of view, a positive point of view, you have social media, use it to the best of your abilities in a positive manner to promote your message, your comments, your views in a way that people can understand it and respect it, and that they can pass on the message. If not, it's just hate, and people don't want posting that hate. People don't want sharing that crap anymore. Speaking of that, I mean, the whole world was kind of turned upside down when the Little Mermaid live action trailer popped out. Ooh, I'm telling you, that started some shit. And a lot of people's true colors came out. Again, social media is social media. It's the internet. So someone's going to access, someone's going to see it, someone's going to share it. And there's a whole bunch of points of views about how, Ariel is not supposed to be black. Because, again, not that I'm going to show the trailer here, but if you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. It's everywhere. And the star Ariel, who is played by, I believe it's Halle Bailey, Halle Bailey, and she is an African American. And people went bonkers, like bonkers. And there's a whole bunch of hate posted on there, on Twitter, YouTube, comments on the Disney's page was blowing up. It was ridiculous. Sorry, folks, for the microphone there. I'll try to fix that. There you go. So yeah, it was just, again, true colors came out. True colors came out from people that you would never expect. I think there was a Christian group, and there was people posting in a Facebook Christian group, putting out weird memes about race, how Ariel should have been white. You know, it's confusing children. I'm like, meanwhile, on the flip side of it, you see young black girls and even older black women seeing this trailer, and they were like in tears, or the kids were shocked that they saw an actual girl that looks like them. I was going to try it with my daughter. I'm like, do I really want to do that? I mean, not that, you know, I mean, she'd probably love it, but I don't think and she's 4. I don't know if she'll grasp the fact that she will look the same way, but I might test it. I might film it. I don't know, but I mean, she's used to a lot of other things that takes up her mind or her energy, like Freddy Fazbear and Poppy's Playtime and all that stuff, all the scary stuff. And I don't know how she loved they have no she has no rhyme or reason, but whatever, it is what it is. She's a child, and I'm letting her go, let her do her thing. And it's even, that's another thing to talk about. It's just the whole process of taking care of a child is wow. I credit anybody who was a single parent that make it look easy, because it's not easy, right? Especially at a young age, because you have to mold this person to understand rules and the system of life, from brushing teeth and having snacks and going to bed at certain times. All that stuff plays out, and it's pretty tough, and especially when you have a daughter who is like mine, who is going between 2 houses, so she wants to spend almost every waking moment with you, and won't go to bed until you go to bed, and knowing that you want to put her to bed so you can get other stuff done, like this, like the podcast, like the streaming, like the business stuff. And she's always wanting to be here. I mean, and kind of, I feel bad, because I mean, I wanted to go to bed at a decent time. This is the thing. I'm yawning here because I was staying up trying to make sure that she stayed in bed, sitting outside, you know, while she's in the room, and all of a sudden she finally doesn't get it. And I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm like doing things. I'm like, you know what? Go get your pillow, go get your blanket, and sleep on the love seat. And she was just making weird noises, pretending she was sleeping, but she wasn't. And you know, and that it makes me all warm and fuzzy inside, because I know she wants to be by me all the time. But at the same time, I'm like, I gotta put my foot down and make sure she goes to bed at a decent time, because this can't go on when she's 10, you know, when she's 15 and so forth. Like this, it's got to be a routine and rules and regulations, and how to keep her in line so she gets the best out of life for herself. So that was that. But yeah, the whole Ariel thing, a lot of people coming out of the woodwork and just saying mean things. The most recent one I saw was I guess the boy from the Philippines who was studying to be a lawyer, who put on blackface in one of his TikToks, you know, making fun of the whole situation. Think about that. Again, the internet is not friendly when you do stuff like that. People don't think when they do this stuff. And this person's trying to be a lawyer, whether you're racist or not. And that's the thing. If you're racist behind closed doors, don't bring it out to me. I'll check you real quick. You want to be who you want to be? Do it behind your own 4 walls at your house. If you bring it out and you show it, that leaves it for anybody to take it and run with it. And they did that. And who knows? I haven't read up too much about his situation and whether they've expelled him, suspended him, whatever. I don't care really, but I do. Right? I want to know if he got something for doing that, because he took the hate to an extreme and went blackface. And again, TikTok is a platform that little kids will see, young adults will see. And when you see or show something like that, people will think it's all right to do, and they'll start doing it. I mean, that's what TikTok does. Look at all the TikTok dances people do. Look at all the skits that people do. You can see the same skit done by 20 different people. 20 different people, all done their way, or even done the exact way, just different. Just they liked doing it or like hearing it, so they said, "I'm going to do it myself," and they did it. Right. So imagine if another young kid sees that blackface, that person tries to do it, and then all of a sudden you have this wave of crap, and then all of a sudden the parents get involved. Oh, you raised a horrible child, blah blah, and just opens a new can of worms, and not feeling it at all. It is horrible. So that boy is going to definitely feel the wrath of internet, and I think a lot of people are kind of on his case. They are about to lynch him, as we can say, and he might not have a career in law after the fact. He might have this change where he's going. I think they said he's going like Northwestern or something in the States. I don't know, but again, that is what it is. What else is going on? What else is going on? The Queen, yes. The Queen has passed away. I think yesterday was her burial. Yeah, yesterday they laid her to rest. And there's a lot of things surrounding the monarchy, right? I mean, first off, people are wondering why not everybody in the world are sad to see the Queen pass. People say, hey, not everybody has the same views as everybody else does in the world about the Queen. She did start a trend or assisted in the trend of colonizing the world. So some people are still upset about that, and they have every right to be, right? But again, to each their own, right? Some people pick apart the royal family and the fact that there's the royal family is a royal family because they kept it in their family. So I mean, it's weird to see again all these people lash out and throw hate at the Queen and Prince Charles. I mean, look at Prince Charles. Prince Charles, now King Charles. Sorry, my apologies. King Charles now. He had I guess an affair with the now Queen Camilla. That's her name? I think it's Queen Camilla. So I mean, there's the death of Diana in that process too, right? Even down to the videos, the pictures that we saw posted of the funeral or the people in the funeral. For instance, I saw with William and his wife. William and his wife. They're very distant. Very distant. It's almost too regal. It's not like it's almost like they couldn't show emotion. It's almost like they were arranged and they just couldn't be around each other, which is weird. Meanwhile, you have Harry and Meghan holding hands on a regular basis, being close. A shout out to Meghan too. She almost wore the identical outfit that Diana wore at a funeral, which is mad respect. I don't think a lot of people caught that, but that's what she did. And even the fact that the royal family was in the procession, all the males or anybody who was in the the honor guard of the service were saluting Queen while she was being brought down to Westminster. I think that's where it is. Harry wasn't allowed to salute because he took himself out of the whole royal family altogether, and he was not permitted. He didn't have permission to do so. So he accepted the fact and he did his duties and walked with his brother and his father and, you know, aunts and uncles and so forth. That royal family is one weird situation. It's very weird. It is very weird. I mean, what next? Now we got to change all our money. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. All the coins have the Queen's face on it. Got to put King Charles on there. We did get a holiday yesterday for one time only for the burial of the Queen, which is wow, but that gives a lot of the federal, a lot of people who work for federal agencies either extra day off or time in lieu, whatever the case may be. That was cool. Extra bit of money for that. What else is going on? What else? A lot of these if the sports world is in full swing. The NFL, which is one of my favorite sports, it is down full swing. And I mean, it's good. It's how do I say this? It's good to enjoy sports again, but it's almost like it's painful because everything we do is like competition or betting or money or whatever. So I mean, I'm playing fantasy football, and as much as I want to enjoy the game itself, I'm really enjoying because I'm competing against guys to win money, and I'm like, oh, why do I put myself into these things anymore? So I am cheering for my Steelers, which I always do. And by the same time, I'm cheering for this player and that player, and I'm bouncing off from one broadcast to another. Shout out to people who anybody who wears who owns the was it DAZN? Is it DAZN? DAZN? That streaming service is amazing, especially for football. It has everything you need and more, and I love it because I can watch anything at any time. I can replay a whole game, watch it live. It's for that day, anyways. It's pretty cool. They have access to pay-per-views if you want, so that's really cool as well. But yeah, what else? What else is going on, man? Football is out. My good friend, I guess, kind of related by blood now, because my brother has a baby with his cousin. But anyways, PK Subban, one of my good friends, has retired from the NHL after 13 years. That guy is going to be going places after his career. Look at my hair. Look at the gray. My goodness, as much as I love cutting my hair short, and I noticed that the gray is just popping out like crazy these days. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to look my age or anything, but they're annoying because they just patches from here to here and here. Just flow it out. Just. I mean, like I said, George Clooney has done it for years, and people love how he looks. Same with what's his face there. Who's another one it has the gray? It's aging gray. Well, Morgan Freeman's been old for forever, but he had the gray for a long time, and it just looked decent on him. So I don't know. I'm not afraid of getting old. Not afraid at all. But I mean, if it came in a nice smooth way, that'd be great. I'd enjoy that, but it's not coming in patches. I hate patches. It just makes me look weird. That's just me. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, are you afraid of getting old? Are you afraid of looking old? Let me know. Are you afraid of looking old? Because a lot of women do so much to avoid looking their age. It's funny how, when you were young, you always want to be looking older or feeling older. And then when you're old, you just want to feel young again and look young again. It's weird. No one's ever happy. No one's ever happy with what's going on in their lives. They're always changing shit. Always changing shit. Wow. Shout out to anybody who's watching right now. Again, this is this is a return to the airways for me. Fortunately, unfortunately, most of my people who were part of the show kind of just up and left. So, and it was unfortunate, but you can't let any one person dictate what you do or how you do things. So you got to push on. You kind of um, wait, take it all in, wait, figure out what's your next move, and then go for it. Right? Like I said, I was dealing with a lot of mental crap here, and I put a lot of my stuff on hold. I put my training business on hold. I put my supplement brand on hold. I put my clothing line on hold. I haven't done anything with all that stuff for the longest time, just because I felt that I was abandoned in a lot of cases, and for whatever reason, I don't know what. But it is what it is, and I accepted it. I have accepted the fact that it is what it is. Um, but then you took it's a hiccup. It was a hurdle. Um, and now I've taken the time, use the money to bounce back on my own and try to um get to that next level, get to my normality again, because I'm 3 or 4 feet under, right? I'm not 6 feet under. I'm not dead yet. 3 or 4 feet under. I'm trying to get myself back on track mentally. That goes with my health as well. For the longest time, I've been uh, off and on with my food. Because of my injury, I couldn't work out, so a lot of my muscle is I mean, the mass is there, but the muscle is not there. I've gained some weight, so we're going to be changing that up as of next week as well. I'm going to be taking on new clients on the online fitness journeys. Anybody needs some help, by all means. There's a lot of things going on. I got myself some hired help with promoting and helping myself get to that next level. So I'm excited about that. There's so many changes going on there, uh, as well as even the house. I mean, I have been in this house since February, and let's just say owning a house is something that is really challenging. From bills, I mean, new bills, I mean, from hydro to water, from making sure you turn off all the lights and stuff, like all that stuff is, you're not used to that when you're living in an apartment. You're just one bill and go. If something breaks, you have to be responsible about for it, and so forth. So it's a lot of change, and I'm trying to make this house into a home. I bought some stuff to help make the upstairs look decent. At the same time, I need some more. I need to put some pictures up to make it look nice. I need to redo my basement in terms of not, physically ripping out things or whatnot, just rearranging it to be more efficient. 'Cause I have a couch downstairs that's not being used. My workout space is very, very small, but it takes up half of the basement, and then I also have my artwork that is still there that will need to be finding its own home. That's another thing, my 3D printing. I haven't done that in the longest, and I need to get back to that too, because I enjoyed it, painting out all the stuff that I need to do to make it be successful. So I gotta start buying the material again and start printing again, because again, it's coming to the holiday season, and people might like or want gifts. Like a friend of mine from work told me, making ornaments would be a good thing, custom ornaments for people to have. That's a great idea, and I probably will start doing that as soon as I can. Get myself back in the mojo in that, for sure, for sure. Yeah. What else is going on? I mean, I don't know who's around. I don't see really anybody on in the show, but hey, we're live, and again, I thank you to people who are watching. It's greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. We're gonna try to get some new topics, new blood into into the into this moment right here. We're trying to do something new here. So if you have any suggestions in terms of topics to talk about, challenges, relationship, let's talk about relationships. Listen, Relationships are the bane of my existence. It's just I just don't get people now, and I don't know why. And I don't know why. Because the minute you think you know someone or some, if you know someone, it's I don't know. It's very very weird, very very weird. Hard to deal with a lot of the inconsistency that people say they want to be in a relationship, but they want to put out the effort to be in a relationship, or they go in a relationship and they want to control the whole relationship. It's not a partnership anymore. It's just you being a dictator, and like no, and it's just frustrating, very very frustrating to the point where like why even bother? That's why I keep my to myself. I mean, me and my daughter. That's it. I see her when I see her, and then I go to work the other days, and it just seems to be the norm, the norm. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, it's yeah, it's pretty frustrating right now when it comes to dealing with all that because you want to be with someone, you want to end up happy, but for some reason um it's not it's not happening, and you don't know why. You can do all the things you want to do, right? Take a person out, right? Buy a person dinner, or bring them home and cook a dinner, or watch a movie, play with their kids, go on a trip, watch their dog, meet their family. You can do all that, and in a blink of an eye, it goes away for no real reason. So I'm like, I'm just gonna just do me. That's all. That's all. Work out, feel healthy, feel happy, and be okay with that. Because again, it's too frustrating to deal with people who are indecisive with what they want in life, right? That's pretty much it. So yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a few people. I don't know if anybody's there. I don't know if anybody wants to pop in and sit and talk and whatnot. Anybody and everybody is welcome. Oh, look at that. See, I'm already popping on the TikTok, and but hey, we're here. If you got a topic, if you're watching, you want to talk about something, let me know. You want to jump on the show, let me know. The link is on the group Facebook page. Again, we're going to try to be as more consistent as possible in this. That's just how we do it. I know it's kind of weird that I'm just me here, but again, new era, new way of doing this. Let's hope that we can be more consistent. Maybe get some new guests, some one-on-ones with some people, some group discussions on some people, and we get some old friends uh, from way back when. I know my buddy Slang from my old Slang and Toke show. He was wanting to do it, but he slept through his alarm and he could not make it. So we're gonna try again, maybe next week. Hit him up and see if we can just catch up on things uh, in entertainment in life. Actually, speaking of entertainment, up here I'm looking at my watch and there's no watch there. There's no watch there. The 23rd, Avatar is coming back to theaters, which is cool. 3D as well. I guess they're setting up everybody for the Avatar 2 that will be coming out probably the next year or two. So that's kind of cool. So it's kind of getting everybody ready. There's a lot of kids that has never seen or heard about Avatar, so it'd be cool to show that. Seeing big blue people, yeah, riding on flying huge birds. That's a possibility. But yeah, um, that's a thing that's going on. The whole Marvel universe is up in arms because of She-Hulk, how poorly it's been going on. I don't know. I mean, it's not as um, action packed as most of them are, but again, that was the same thing with WandaVision. It wasn't action packed until the end, so people need to sit tight, give that show a chance, and like what's that Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when they used life events in terms of race in some of their episodes. This one here, talking about women, feminists, and dealing with all the troubles that women deal with, that was stored in a few episodes. And I don't know if the world is ready to intertwine real life with movies, right? I don't know if they're ready to do that because a lot of people are, showing the backlash about that. How this is weird. This is not cool. I didn't come out to watch this stuff. It is what it is. Let it play out. There's a reason why it's going this way, and hopefully, it can continue to build onto the next phase of Marvel movies. Because like eventually, she's probably going to be in one of the Marvel movies for sure. Just like Daredevil, he's going to be in there too. So there's a lot going on. A lot going on. You just have to kind of be patient with it. That's all. You just have to be patient with it. Um, what else, man? I don't know. Well, I'm glad to be back, so that's good. Try to be as consistent as possible. Again, we will have topics come out of the woodwork. We'll try to get some guests lined up in the next week or so, and hopefully we can build this to something bigger than I anticipated. We had a pretty decent following at the beginning, and then because of life and the pandemic, everything kind of changed. So everybody was really to themselves and concerned. Some people lost family members, friends, lost their jobs, and I can understand that. I can understand. I was blessed to still have a job because I am a first responder, and I have a need for me, whether it's pandemic or not. The only issue was daycare, but again, on my days off, I had my daughter, so I would have kept her with me anyways, or sent her if it was open. But I am blessed to have the job that I have and make the money that I make that give me the opportunity to do things like this. So I thank people for that. Other than that, I think we'll call our show. I mean, I'm kind of here doing it solo, which is fine. Which is fine. I can get with that. I can do that. It's not a problem. Just building the confidence back up and trying to be as consistent. That's the big thing, consistency. I mean, with the schedule I have, it's really hard to be consistent because I don't have a set schedule per se in days. It kind of alters, so it's hard to find people at the right time to do this with me or to be a guest on the show. But again, trial by fire, right? With that being said, I want to thank everybody who popped in, hung out. If you're listening, great. If you're wanting to be on the show and want to, state your case, state your opinion, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Um, if you want to be a part of the show full time and you think you can be added a great bonus to the show, hit me up. Let me know. This is something you want to do. All right. With that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. Each one, teach one. I'll let you guys go. Beast out. Peace.